Hello guys, we have been talking about how water is an essential resource, and today we will talk about a water system that we can find here in Colombia. This water system is known as a dam, and we can find dams in many regions of your country. So first of all, what is a dam? A dam is a structure built across a river or a stream to hold back water. It's an obstruction constructed or an artificial barrier across a river with the ability to impound water. At the back of this barrier, water is collected forming a pool. The site on which water is collected is called upstream, and the pool is called a reservoir. Dams are built to control and store water or to increase the level of water. Dams provide water for human consumption, for farmlands, or for industrial processes. People have used different materials to build dams, such as rocks or clay, but nowadays dam builders often use concrete. Dams vary immensely in size and shape, from small farm dams that hold water for stock watering to large dams which store water for large cities. Dams store water in the reservoir formed behind the dam. The stored water can be used for various purposes. One of them is water supply. The water in the reservoirs can be sent to treatment plants to make it suitable for drinking, but also this water can also be used for irrigation and industrial processes. Some dams already provide some filtration mechanisms for the water and also control the flow of the river, so water can be released during dry seasons for agriculture and the ecosystem. One example is the dam Sarabrut in Valle del Cauca. This dam was built to store water from a river and provide some towns with water for human consumption. It has a water surface of 71 square kilometers. The dam's depth is 60 meters, and it is considered the main source for the northern region of Valle del Cauca. Dams can also be used for electrical generation. The most prominent use of large dams is for hydroelectric power generation, combined with a hydropower plant. 19% of the world's electricity supply comes from hydroelectric dams. Hydroelectricity is electrical energy generated when water that flows down rivers, streams, or waterfalls is channeled through water turbines. The dam is used to control the flow of water stored in a pool or reservoir. When more energy is needed, water is released from the dam. Once water is released, gravity takes over and the water flows downward through a turbine. Hydroelectricity is considered to be a green source of energy because it doesn't involve burning dirty fossil fuels, and the thing is that the construction of power plants can be a potential source of pollution, but also the energy generated through hydropower relies on the water cycle, which is driven by the sun, making a renewable power source. In Colombia, we have many hydroelectric plants, and one example is the hydroelectric plant Calima in Valle del Cauca. This dam was built in 1966. It has a total capacity of 581 million cubic meters, and the water surface is about 19.34 square kilometers. It is produces energy for the town, but also is a tourist place, and people use the dam to practice aquatic sports or rest. Dams can also prevent floods by holding and regulating the flow during major flood events, so these dams balance the flow during different weather conditions. For example, during a heavy rainfall, a dam will decrease the flow by holding water and then constrain the rate of outflow to downstream rivers through spillways or other release structures. El Cisga is a dam near Chacontá, Sesquilé, and Huasca. This dam was built in 1951 to prevent possible floods in Bogotá Savannah. But also this dam can store water during rainy seasons, and then it releases water for Bogotá during dry seasons. Today, some people use this dam for recreational activities, but last year, the dam's administration suggests that they don't have the ideal conditions for providing touristic services. Finally, there are multipurpose dams. The construction of multipurpose dams is based on the same principles used for single-purpose dams, barriers across a body of water, but additional features may be included to accommodate their different purpose, such as irrigation channels or power generation facilities. Multipurpose dams are complex and tend not to perform as well as single-function dams. A multipurpose dam may combine storing and supplying water for irrigation, industry, and human consumption, with other uses such as flood control, power generation, navigation, runoff storage, and water discharge. Regulation. Here in Colombia, we also have multipurpose dams. One example is Betania. We can find this dam near Neiva, and it has a water surface of 74 square kilometers and a depth of 74 meters. This big dam has the following purpose. It produces energy, it controls the Magdalena River, it provides water for agricultural lands and for fish farming. As well, it's a tourist place, so people visit this dam to practice nautical sports, for fishing, and during some cultural festivals. So there are many dams in Colombia, and they all have different uses. They are important because they store water, control the river flow, and produce energy. But there are also some negative consequences in the ecosystem, but we will discuss this in the next class. Thank you.